Hello and welcome to day 7 of Journey to 3000. Let's just jump into it. We're caught up on the winning streak. And apparently I don't have an internet connection. Here we go. So last couple of games have gone... Okay, well, we lost 1-1-1. Last game was pretty straightforward. I believe we played the London, right? I do not remember. But anyway, hopefully we find a game here soon. Here we go. 2151. We got the white pieces. I'm going to start with the bread and butter d4 c4. He's playing the King's Indian. I usually do the fianchetto variation against the King's Indian. I'm going to fianchetto my white bishop. e4, knight f3, and then either f3 or h3, followed by bishop e3. I usually hold off on an early d5, but I think this is correct to play here. And we'll castle. Alright, maybe I'll start with f4 here. That seems like the best decision. Or I can go bishop here and then f4 after he plays f4. I think I'm going to try that. And the difference is, I feel like, I don't know how much the order I've mattered there, but I just feel better in this position. So if he ever takes, we're recapturing the knight, and then we got these squares to jump into. Okay, I think that's a pretty quick. We're going to respond with a4 there, generally. That's what the plan is, especially because he doesn't have the knight here maneuver, because he already moved his knight. Yeah, we just got to continue development. I feel like that's involving moving the rook, and then bishop pawn to clear everything out of this file away. I'll just move a little faster here. Okay, so he leaves a defensive square for that. And I can also just take that, which I don't think is horrible for me. Well, maybe it is, because things are going to be opening up. Okay, I'll start by taking here. If bishop retakes, I'm more comfortable with that. I can always potentially maneuver my knight here. He's never going to move his bishop here. It's a bad square for his bishop. Can also potentially move bishop here. If he takes, I can always stay with check after the bishop's moved. Seems kind of annoying for him to deal with, but maybe not. Okay, so he's moved there. I can directly trade off the bishops now, which seems good. Can also potentially just jump my knight in, although both these squares are currently covered. Queen here is not an option because this would be hanging, which is somewhat annoying. In fact, I can't move my queen in general, but alright, let's start with this. Presuming that it's good for me to get the dark squared bishops off, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. He's got a lot of dark square weaknesses around his king. Things seem to be going good so far. Now if he recaptures, I can't recapture the queen because this would be hanging, as well as fork. Oh, that wouldn't be hanging, but fork would be hanging. This is protected by the knight. Although he can't take here. Oh, I'm guessing. So let's look at this. I take here, and he recaptures the pawn. Then taking here seems reasonable, because even if the knight gets in, he ends up with an isolated. But oh, okay, maybe I should hold off on that for now. Doesn't seem that good. But I feel some sort of initiative is going in my favor. But I guess we're gonna find out. I'm not sure I want to capture this bishop, because although I'm winning his dark shard bishop, I'm also losing my own, so the attacks here won't really be functional, and this knight's doing a really good job shutting down my queenside majority. So we'll see what he responds with, but I'm not sure if recapturing is the best option. And actually, I'm pretty sure it's not the best option, so let me rephrase. So then, if I'm not capturing, then I need to find a way to improve my position. Which is not the easiest thing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking maybe this wasn't the best move now. Because if capturing doesn't look good, then what else am my bishop doing here? Maybe I can start with like king here. Okay, maybe connect the rooks. Keep in mind this is protected by the knight. This also reinforces that and connects the rooks. This seems like a solid move. Or I could just play b6. I think I'm going to start with queen c7. Okay, we spent a lot of time on that move, but I don't know. Worse things have happened. I might be forced to take. I think this was just a big misplay. I do think this looks awkward after I take back. I was not expecting him to take like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this bishop probably. Seems like that damages the structure critically. And hopefully win both the pawns back. Admittedly, his knight does have the square. I could also just recapture with the bishop here and feel okay about that, because if knight takes, I'm like jumping in on this. Like, all right, take with the bishop, and then my knight's, I feel like, in an okay position. Although I guess he can jump in here. So maybe I'll take with the queen and immediately throw in this pawn. I feel like I got a lot of options here that I'm generally okay with. Okay. So he's not going for immediately capturing this. Threatening here, obviously. So I think we can just begin to double up and prevent that. Seems like a good move. I also noticed that this is a thing that could potentially be interesting. Obviously taking back, I feel like he's going to take back the pawn. That's not going to be good for me. He's going to play for this. Like maybe just sack the pawn here. I feel like I get compensation for that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here. Then he's going to go here. Knight takes. Pawn takes. Knight here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go here. Knight takes, pawn takes, but knight here blocks everything. Lost a lot of time there. We gotta speed it up. Spent way too much time on that move. But hopefully it was one of those critical moments that I'm always hearing about. This isn't so much of a threat because he has pawn here, so. Now my now seeing that this is kind of awkward, my pieces aren't helping each other out very much, but that's okay. All right, we calculated this. Hopefully well. If he ever moves here, well, first off, we can take it, so that's an idea. But after it captures and moves here, well, that actually is not a good move, because I want to just fork yet again, but you get my point. I don't think I had a point there. All right, not the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Let's just... So we have here, threaten this pawn, protect the bishop. Is he gonna like jump in somehow? Not sure. But I do have this move in the wings, just lurking. And that move looks very threatening for him. Okay, he did not like that move, which is fair, and he's threatening to fork my pieces if I get here. It's one of those moments where I'm like, I almost don't care about that, but it just seems unwise not to care about that. Okay, it's difficult. I admit this. Actually, maybe I have here. Yeah, I think I have here. Looks very annoying for him to play against. I'm going to be going here, and then all sorts of things are opening up. And if he goes here, maybe I have... No, I don't, but I definitely have here with tempo. My knight, I feel like, is better on this square than it was on this square. Which is to say that my position is hopefully improving. Now I can also capture here. So I'm winning a pawn. Just need to keep track of the time and we should be okay, although obviously not the easiest thing in the world ever. So okay, am I worried about knight here? Potentially. Potentially, I'm worried about knight there. All right. Let's not blunder a piece in multiple ways. All right, let's go here. I'm trying not to blunder. It's very hard though. Very hard for me. Okay, I did blunder this. Again, like, is this the worst thing that's ever happened to me? Probably not. Like, check here. Does that seem good? I don't know. Definitely wishing we're a little bit more time efficient in these scenarios. Definitely wishing for some time efficiency. Okay. Let's go here. Might be a blunder. I just don't have enough time to consider everything. Let's go here. Okay, we're caught up in time. Which means I'm feeling better. We are up a pawn. No, we aren't. I thought we were up a pawn. I guess we're not. So fair enough. Okay. Let's block the checks. Okay. Keep it on the board. And then start to liquidate. Allegedly. We had the check to win this pawn, but we decided not to play it. It's unfortunate. That's okay. Not playing great here. Actually played really badly there. Now we might be losing because of it. Okay, he's gonna walk in on the dark squares now because I let him do that. Maybe not. I don't know what he's doing. Or why in particular he's doing it. Okay, let's get in the position again. He's got 2 seconds. And we almost just gave him a win, but it's okay. Alright, that was horrible. But we got the W. It's pretty easy to win that pawn there. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, it's just time pressure, really. As you can see, here, we just have, no, we can't because the pawn's protecting it. Okay. Oh, so we just gotta get the king in. Though this appears to be just bad. Yeah, so this was never good for me, maybe. Maybe I play this anyway. No, I'm just... Before I look at the game analysis, is there any way for me to... I mean, once... Here I'm pretty... Maybe I should be a lot more unhappy. This seems like a pretty dangerous pass pawn. I just always assumed that I would be able to stop it, but maybe not. Yeah, it's very difficult to stop, apparently. Like, here fails. And then what he played also works against what I played. If it goes there, okay, so maybe I have a tempo here to work with. No, it's just, I think it's just losing for me at this point. But let's do the game review, which is a different screen. I will move this over. All right, let's go. Yeah, so here, something clearly went wrong in this game that I was not privy to. So that, okay, f4 is not the best move here. Although, like, really, am I going to play queen here? F takes e4. Why wouldn't he play f5? I guess it just plungers the pawn. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so I can play queen d here. I'm always worried about this push, but I guess if the push is unavailable, then I can delay f4. While I develop my pieces. That makes sense to me. Next move. Right, okay. Yeah, I did identify this was a bad move on my part. It just didn't feel right afterwards because I noticed that taking was not what I wanted to do in the position. It recommends here, which I did look at. Don't know why I didn't play it. Particularly, okay, and then this is open. Okay. Threatening a lot easier to manage things afterwards. Okay, back to the review. Right, so here I start to lose control of the position. I thought I was fine here. Really, I should just give up that side pawn, I guess. Knight takes, I was worried about bishop takes. Rook, queen. Followed by queen c3, threatening this pawn. He's got no strong way to defend it, I guess. Like knight f5. Yeah. But what if he goes queen here? I take c5. Rook e8. Rook e8. There we go. Well, this is also pretty equal. So he's the one trying to defend a weakness. I think what happened was he just gets a pass pawn that I'm not capturing. And it's just super awkward after that. Yeah, this move is super awkward for me to deal with. He's getting in there. It's like it almost wants me to give up the exchange, but like why? Oh, I'm not giving up the exchange, I have the check. Right, because you can't take right away. Okay. I think I spent like 2 minutes on this move. I think that should be a recognition that this was the move before the critical position, but I assumed it was the critical position. Yeah, I'm just doing badly here afterwards because of this pawn. I can always protect this pawn. He's got a lot of control in my space of the board. His pieces are much better than my pieces, although his rook's pretty bad. That was a bad move, yeah, clearly, because I'm able to improve my knight. And then I have something. It really wants me to take here. Oh, right. He doesn't have, I can just take, yeah, because he doesn't have this fork, because I can take with the queen. And then when I recapture, this is covered. Okay, so I missed that. I was looking at knight takes, which is a blunder because of knight here, I presumed. Nope, that was also fine for me. So I have d6. What happens? Oh, well, that's hanging everything. d6. Like, what about rook here? Should d5. Oh, I'm getting some sort of initiative here. Okay. So we definitely missed a lot this game. Didn't play very well against his ideas, or in general, but that's okay. Improving. Alright, so it lets me back in the game with that, but I miss it. Miss win, training the open file, but now this passer is just always going to be a stick in my crawl. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, here time pressure, so, I mean, it's terrible. Trading everything off was bad because I can't stop the passer. He's a minor piece. Maybe I should keep complications, but I mean, it's completely winning for him. He just doesn't enter the position for some reason, and I won on time. Which is good enough. Okay. Played 1950. Played it pretty bad. But anyway, thank you for watching. We got lucky, as usual. See you next time. Bye.